I definitely physically felt way older than I should. A matter of fact, it scared me so much because I'm like, if I feel like this at 35, 40 years old, where am I gonna be when I'm 50 or 60?
I was depressed all the time. I couldn't just like now I smile. I don't have to worry. People do those selfie things. They hold the phone up here and they look at themselves and they click it and then they do all these filters. They don't have a teeth filter. So then you couldn't smile like you wanted. You had to make sure your mouth wasn't open so wide that you showed the ones that were broken or not there and things like that. So, it gets to the point where it wears on you. And when something wears on you, you feel old. When you feel old, you feel prohibited in living. You feel prohibited in life. You feel prohibited in interacting with people.
My teeth definitely, affected how I felt on a day-to-day basis. Between the infection and the appearance, it was a terrible combination. When you can't eat and you can't smile, nothing looks good anymore, and you start to feel it, and it takes a toll on you, and you start to feel old.
My energy level was low because I couldn't get the nourishment I was supposed to get. It definitely affected my energy because I didn't want to do stuff. You know, depression's real. I was stressed out. My work too. I wasn't able to have the endurance and the stamina that, normally I would. Relationships, it's like I didn't even want to, when you want to have companionship, you might be social. You might be, hey, how you? None of that. It was over for that.
So, how do you think your new smile affects how you look now, or even how other people might see your age?
Well, I can answer that, but I would be a little biased.
Want the full story? Click the link below.